The inner life depends on us, external things do not. Trying to control them generates frustration, anxiety, and a tendency to criticize. Reality has a peculiar way of asserting itself, especially during the hardest moments. A financial crisis, the end of a relationship, or even an unexpected change in your health can shatter all your certainties. It's in this whirlwind that we often discover the importance of seeing the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. Why do some people manage to weather these storms and emerge stronger, while others get lost in the chaos? It's the power to transform pain into learning and obstacles into stepping stones. Imagine that everything around you is collapsing, you've developed health issues, lost your job, or even an important connection in your life, a person you deeply loved. Accepting reality isn't easy, there's a natural instinct to run or fight against the inevitable. But the more we resist, the more we feed the feeling of stagnation, of being unable to transform feelings of helplessness, sadness, or anger. Think of a boat caught in a current. Fighting against the force of the water only exhausts the rower. However, when they stop and observe the flow, they see where they are and how they can use the current's strength to their advantage. It's exactly the same with our adversities. The first step to resilience is letting go of the illusion of total control and looking at the facts honestly. This might mean recognizing that your health issue was more serious than you imagined or that you needed to change something in your relationship long ago. This clarity, uncomfortable as it may be, is the beginning of any meaningful transformation. In moments of chaos, a simple and well-aimed question can change everything, such as, "What can I do now?" Perhaps the answer is something small, like making a decision you've been putting off for weeks or even asking someone you trust for help. Small acts of courage create a domino effect, turning seemingly impossible situations into opportunities to reorganize your life. Resilience originates from the Latin resilientia, derived from the verb resiliere, which means to jump back or to return to a previous state. When we face multiple challenges, chaos seems to consume all our strength. But amidst this confusion, there is always something essential. Something we need to return to. To achieve this, you must identify what lies at your center. It could be an important connection or even the simple act of resting to regain energy. In times of crisis, self-care isn't a luxury but a strategy for survival and growth. It's about prioritizing what truly matters. The Stoics taught that we don't control what happens, but we have full power over how we choose to react. Resilience, in this sense, is not a goal to achieve but a habit to cultivate. It's the constant exercise of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not, a practice that allows us to face each challenge with clarity and purpose. Through all the centuries of human existence, life has never been easy. Anyone who has ever claimed to have had an easy life has never truly known themselves. Life demands greatness from us, it is entirely pedagogical. And growth does hurt, it takes us out of the world of illusions and makes us see reality as it truly is. When we view adversity as a springboard to rise higher, we stop feeling like victims of circumstances and become creators of our destiny. Every challenge is a chance to reaffirm who we are and shape our lives into something even more meaningful. Think about how nature deals with adversity. A river doesn't argue with the rock in its path, it simply flows around it. The wind doesn't try to topple the bamboo, it sways it, and the bamboo bends but doesn't break. These natural examples remind us that flexibility, not brute strength, is the key to overcoming life's storms. Modern science confirms what the Stoics taught over 2,000 years ago. It has been observed that resilient people share common traits: emotional flexibility, the ability to learn from adversity, and the power to find meaning in difficult times. George Bonanno's work, author of The Other Side of Sadness and one of the leading experts in emotional resilience, offers a fascinating perspective on how we deal with suffering and trauma. He conducted numerous studies with survivors of major tragedies, such as 9/11 and natural disasters, to understand why some people recover more quickly than others. Bonanno revealed something that may surprise you. Most people have a natural capacity to recover from traumatic events, a phenomenon he calls innate resilience. This means that even in the face of extreme adversity, we are biologically equipped to overcome pain. However, the key to activating this resilience lies in how we handle our emotions. According to Bonanno, emotional flexibility is essential. This ability allows us to adjust our emotional responses as the context demands. For instance, in times of grief, it's healthy and necessary to express sadness, but it's equally important to find moments of joy and connection with others, even amid the pain. Our recovery through connection with others can be one of the greatest hurdles of adversity. We tend to believe we must face everything alone. Nothing could be further from the truth. True strength doesn't come from isolation but from unity. Allowing yourself to ask for help is one of the bravest acts you can take. At the moment you're watching this video, thousands of other people are facing similar problems. Some have already walked the path you're starting and can offer support and guidance. Others are at the same point as you, and together, you can share strength. Resilience grows when we recognize that we are not alone. Bonanno also emphasizes the importance of meaning. He found that resilient people tend to reinterpret their adversities in a positive way, asking themselves what the situation can teach. This mindset, often associated with Stoic philosophy, is what transforms traumatic events into milestones of personal growth. You don't need to have all the answers right now. It's normal to feel lost or overwhelmed, but remember, resilience is about taking action even when the solution isn't entirely clear. When you move even slowly, the direction becomes clearer and possibilities begin to emerge. Life sometimes feels overwhelming, as if everything is collapsing at once. But here's something you need to hear: no matter how heavy the burden, you cannot keep abandoning yourself. If you collapse, everything around you collapses too. It's time to stop, breathe, and look at yourself with the same compassion you offer to others. Your physical and emotional health isn't a luxury, it's the foundation of everything. Don't wait for the ideal conditions or the perfect moment. They don't exist. What exists is now, and now is the time to act. In the next video, we'll talk about how to rebuild your energy and regain control of your actions, even during the most challenging times.